Selena Gomez quickly deleted this. Did she?
As the Trump administration begins to conduct raids across the country, pop star and apparent billionaire Selena Gomez took time away from performing on stage to take to social media.
You want to know, I have a hot take on this though, that I feel like a lot of people might not like this, but I actually think Hollywood people should be able to say whatever they want as well. Like, if they want to talk about this, I'm 100% fine with it. I'm not a fan of like the shut up and dribble mentality on stuff. Like, if celebrities want to say and they want to say like their political opinions on Maine, I'm 100% fine with it. But at the same time, you reap what you sow. It's like a double-edged sword, right? Like, you can do it, but you 100% eat the consequences of it, and I think that's fine. I'm a big fan of that. If they want to do it, they can do it. If they don't want to do it, they don't have to do it. If they want to take the risk, then it's up to them. That's how I feel about it. I think honestly it'd be hypocritical of me to like not to like say like stop talking about politics. I don't care. Just fucking act like or sing. I don't know these people. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know famous people. I only know like Keanu Reeves. One sec, I have to take off my sweater. The best cure for bullshit is sunlight, says Pygmalion Prime. I 100% agree. 100% agree. That I would rather people put out like what they believe, and I'd rather they put that out immediately.
To selectively sob about this.
Just want to say that I'm so sorry. Only people are getting attacked. The children. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do.
Wait, doesn't she have a lot of money? Calling them her people is like saying she's not American. Yeah, I agree with it. I agree with what you're saying. Because, yeah, Americans should be your people. Just because like your nationality or your blood is like of another place doesn't mean that you directly have anything to do with them. So yeah, I agree with you 100%. Sorry, I had to think about it for a second. Like for example, for me, I see myself as American. If people ask me like, where are you from? I'm going to say America because that's where I was born. I was born here. I have allegiance to this country. I don't care about other countries. And I mean, I don't know. That's just how I see it. Yeah, America is my people. That's who I care about. I care about Americans. And if America, if America is gonna like, do something and for the interest of Americans that like, is at the expense of like, Japan, I'm fine with that. That's how I feel about it. Yeah, if your people leave, I would believe myself to be ignore your genes. Well, I mean, I feel like there may be some cultural stuff just like based on like how you're raised and like some traditions that are there from other countries or from, from the old country or whatever, right? Whatever those traditions are, you live in America and America is your home. That's how I feel about it. If you identify more with a different country, then go live in that country. I think so, actually. I really do. I really do. You should have a sense of loyalty and pride in like where you live, basically. I mean, this even applies on like a micro level, right? Like even states, right? If we consider states are like kind of like, different countries and stuff, like, I left California and I love Texas now. Fuck it, I love Texas. If Texas went to war with California tomorrow, fuck California, in my opinion.
I'll try everything
So first off, I do enjoy Selena's songs, but I'm never going to take my moral values from a rich celebrity completely detached from reality, because as a billionaire, there is an awful lot she can do other than sob.
Wait, she's a billionaire? She has 1.3 billion? Then why doesn't she just give money to like the poor people in that country? What the fuck? If she cares that much, then like why doesn't she do that?
She could house hundreds, as she apparently owns 5 mega mansions all across the country. Her makeup company Rare Beauty could sponsor thousands with work visas, but we're talking millions of dollars of
She probably has she probably starts a lot of businesses. So like if you have a lot of money, if you want to make more money, it's like efficient to just start a bunch of stuff under the same brand and like cross promote.
Legal fees and salaries. So how far does her activism really go, if not purely performative? As people are asking her to open up her mansions to migrants, wondering why she wasn't crying over the hundreds of thousands of missing kids, or why she's conveniently ignoring the other reason this is happening.
I'm not going back to Haiti.
One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti.
Peace! See ya, sucker!
He says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions.
Rip Bozo, man.
Salvadoran illegal alien charged locally with and released by a sanctuary jurisdiction.
No,
These
she
are the
isn't worried
bits we
about
got,
women
Bachi.
being
Thank you.
victimized, as she's constantly surrounded by security. Now, she has since deleted her video stating, apparently it's not okay to show empathy for people, and also disabling comments for all her other posts. So less than 1 week into Trump's second presidency, we already have celebrities posting selfies of themselves sobbing. Now, I don't necessarily blame them for being this delusional. They were raised on stage, surrounded by wealth, yes men, and constant misinformation, programming them into being good little NPCs.
It's so fucking cringe, dude. It's so cringe. Like the freaking crying on Main stuff is so cringe. Like I don't know.
For the establishment, but I do blame
It's just me, man. It's just me.
these adults for not grasping that just because you can sing, you need to insert your opinion in on everything. As at this point, she's even angry at what the Democrats want.
Yeah, true. Why delete the post? Why delete the post if you completely believe in something? If you believe in something, then just fuck it. Like, just, full send, right? That's how I feel about it. That's why when they told me to apologize, I was just like, I'm not apologizing for shit because like I don't regret anything I said. I don't regret anything I said, and I'm sticking with it because that's what I think.
They use the terminology, you were not being a good Democrat. I was supposed to silently watch what happens to this city. We were getting almost 8,000 migrants in the...
The funny thing is, it's not like they are on stream or something and they start crying. They literally start crying and then record them. That's fucking weird. Yeah, like I've cried on stream before, but it's not on purpose. Like I actually try to not cry on stream. Like I try really hard to not do that. So, but I'm kind of a crybaby, to be honest. I'm that kind of person. I'm the type of person that cries during movies. So it's like it's hard for me to not. I get emotional. I try to rein it in as much as I can.
Asylum seekers a week, 16,000 every 2 weeks. This humanitarian crisis is not what is normally someone has the right to have shelter within the city. And they were coming in 1, 2, 3 a.m. in the morning. It was a constant overturn.
The sad reality is, this needed to happen, even if it's gonna cause another kids in cages moment for grifters to cry over. And I call them grifters because they only seem to cry about it when they can attribute the suffering to Donald Trump. They didn't care when they were caged under Obama. They didn't care when they came up missing under Biden.
Yep,
but once
true.
it's Trump, now they can turn their suffering into a moment about you. Except this time, they can't shame them into compliance.
What do you say to those who are out there saying that these are everyday people, these are families that are being attacked and dragged out of...
Literally don't care. Zero fucks, honestly. Call me mean, call me callous. I have zero fucks. If you break the law,
their homes. How do you respond to that?
I don't think we arrested any families. We've arrested public safety threats and national security threats, bottom line. And look, President Trump won the election on this one issue, securing our border and saving lives. Because we got over 2 million known gotaways. We got a 600% increase in sex trafficking. We got a record number of terrorists crossing the border on the terrorist watch list. We have 250,000 Americans die from fentanyl coming across the open border. We're going to do this job, and we're going to enforce the laws of this country. If they don't like it, then go to Congress and change the law. We're going to do this operational apology. We're going to make our community safer.
Everybody has moments they wish they could take back, and obviously this is one of Selena's. Her getting a road awakening that the average American doesn't want to sacrifice their safety for a billionaire's feelings is both humbling and necessary. It doesn't mean I'm calling for her cancellation and boycott of her music, because at some level we should expect celebrities to have stupid political takes. It's just nice that we're finally getting to the point where when they do try to preach at the peasants,
look at that cup on the left. That's a nice cup. That's a nice cup.
Promptly put in their place. But if you appreciate my concise, light-order commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, hopefully I've earned this subscription.
I am.
Then
I am. You can see.
Check out the video on how Trump shut down the LA mayor so badly they actually took her mic away.
Very cool video. So that just happened today, right? Dude, news is so fast now. There's like stuff happens every day now. It's crazy. But yeah, I actually fully support like her being able to post this stuff, to be honest. I'm not a fan, again, like I said, I'm not a fan of like the shut up and dribble mentality, but you reap the rewards of like what you do. That's how I feel about it. And I think if you were intellectually consistent, morally consistent, you wouldn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, if I posted, I don't know, let's just say what I just said, that I don't give a fuck, that if you're here illegally, you should be deported because that's against the law. And if someone got mad at me, like say like a bunch of people online got mad at me for it, I wouldn't take down the post because I believe in that 100%. Right? So like, why would I backtrack on it? Why would I take the video down? Why would I take the post down? I thought about how I feel about it. And I know for a fact that I believe in it until someone convinces me otherwise. Right? So like, if somebody convinces me that I'm wrong, then like, sure, you know, like, okay, you know, fair enough, right? Maybe you're right. And then I'll just make a follow-up video saying like, you know, like I changed my mind on this, right? But I put a lot of thought into how I feel about things. And that's kind of why I can just be confident in it. And I'm just like, you know, I already thought about this. I already debated this with like 5 different people. You know, I stick with it. I stick with what I say. Never apologize when you believe in what you say. I mean, I think, you know what I think the problem is, Klizler? I think a lot of people actually don't know what they believe, to be honest, because a lot of people don't like conflict of thought. People don't like arguing. They're axioms, right? They don't like to argue like how they feel about things. And because of that, they don't actually know what they believe in. They only know what they believe in on the very surface level, and that gets them lots of head pats. And the reason why it's like that is because sometimes the right answer is not the nice answer, right? Like saying something like, yeah, you know, if there's like a crying woman at the border who's like about to get deported and she's like, I really just want to live here in America. I can see how people can emotionally connect with that, make an emotional decision of like, oh, she's like so sad. Like, you know, like how can we do this to people that are sad? But if you think about it logically, then you arrive at the conclusion of like, well, you know, I'm not going to be emotionally manipulated. Does that make sense? It feels mean to say like, you know, I know you're crying, but you know, it is what it is. Too bad. Like, too bad. Try again legally, or don't, or fuck off forever. You know what I mean? Like those, it feels bad to say that. It's harsh and it feels bad to say. In the same way that like, if you have a friend and your friend is wearing something that looks fucking awful, it's really, really easy to say like, that looks really good, man. Like, wow, you look great. That's really, really feels easy to say. It's harder to say like, dude, that's fucking shit. Like, what, are you crazy? Are you freaking retarded? Like, what are you doing? I mean, it's harder to do that. What do you think about Trump possibly taking military action into Mexico to combat cartels? I'm gonna be real, Melcher. I actually don't know much about about cartels in general and like how they operate, and I don't know that much about it to make like a decision based on the information. But if I were to assume that the cartels were, you know, let's just make the assumption that cartels are, they're basically running Mexico, and that they, you know, again, I'm making an assumption based on information I don't know about. Okay, so like I'm trying to separate it into like a meta world, so I can make like a more, I guess, philosophical decision on it. If it's true, meta world again, if we're in a world where the cartel runs Mexico and they're running a bunch of drugs into the United States that's killing a bunch of people, and we can't stop them because they it's difficult to actually get to them because they're in Mexico, and using being in a different country as a way to evade like any sort of justice, and like Mexico's not doing anything against them, then I would be for it, honestly. Because I think if Mexico can't handle it and it's negatively affecting us, then yeah, obviously we should do something about it. Rune says, I'm from Mexico, and honestly, it would be a good thing or a really bad thing. A repeat of 2010-2012 where the cartels were running wild and there were shootouts in the middle of the streets every day and constant kidnappings. Yeah, but see, that's true. That's true, Rune. Would you rather, like, what's the alternative? The alternative is you allow the cartels to keep running things, right? So it's kind of, I think philosophically, it'd probably be a good thing, I think.
I'm not going back to Haiti.
Well, he's wrong. He's going back to Haiti.